Hello, this is Susan Alonso, health and fitness coach. Oops. And today I am making a Mediterranean salad because I'm in California, and guess what? It's hot. And actually was yesterday. I think yesterday was first day of fall, or was it last day of summer? Regardless, I think today is first day of fall. Ugh. Anywho, it's still really hot outside. But, anywho, here we go. I'm making this Mediterranean salad. La 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 la. And here's the recipe. I will take a picture and post it later on. But, as always, I work with what I have. I went scavenging in the refrigerators and I found everything. Well, I didn't find cherry tomatoes because it's supposed to be cherry tomatoes, so it's a big cherry tomato, and I'm just gonna cut it into little pieces because it's supposed to be half cherry tomatoes. And then the only thing that I'm missing is a bell pepper, an orange bell pepper, but maybe it will make it non-Mediterranean. But I forgot I was gonna take this, but this is an apple. I'm not gonna show you the inside because I cut it so it's starting to get brown. But anyway, I should put some lemon on it, right? Because I already made the dressing. Here's the dressing. And now I have a mix up with the dressing too. Let me tell you what the dressing is. The dressing is 3 teaspoons of olive oil, 3 tablespoons olive oil, 2 tablespoons fresh lemon juice, half a teaspoon sea salt, half a teaspoon ground pepper. That's all for the dressing. Well, I did, the olive oil, and I did the fresh lemon. It was a whole lemon, was 2 tablespoons of lemon. And then it's the measuring, I put it away, but it pulls up and then it's big for the tablespoon, and then you push it down and then it has a little piece for the teaspoon. Well, I thought 1 teaspoon, so I did 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon salt instead of half a teaspoon. So it's a little on the salty side, but because of the lemon, to me, it's tasty. Hopefully everybody else will think the same thing. But anywho, other than that, everything is okay, except I'm gonna exchange the apple for the orange bell pepper. I don't think it's an equal exchange. Maybe it will not be Mediterranean anymore, but I'm working with what I have, and I have an apple. So, and another thing I'm adding, it has all these things, which is tomato, it's supposed to be cherry tomato, cucumber, the apple, which is supposed to be a bell pepper, and then purple, very thinly sliced purple onion. It has oregano, and it has it has feta cheese. We don't have feta cheese, but we have this delicious salty Mexican cheese that is crumbled and delicious. So that's another. So yeah, I'm exchanging a couple things, but it's gonna be delicious regardless. And so it does not take romaine lettuce, but we're gonna cut it and put it at the bottom so we can have a little blanket of romaine lettuce. So let us begin with that. And it's already cut, and so it was washed. And all I'm gonna do is cut it like in smaller edible pieces. There's some that I should probably remove, like the way ends are kind of weird, but here we go. We gotta start somewhere, right? So, here we go. Little blanket of lettuce. There it is. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the cucumbers, which is, I'm gonna cut it, well, here we go. It's supposed to be, you cut it the long way, And then it's a half moon, which means it's not gonna be round, it's gonna be, you know, I cut it in the middle and then I'm just gonna chop halfway or all the way, but it's gonna be little half moons instead of the whole round. So there we go. This is kind of right there. So it's green on green. I should have put colorful and then green, right? But anyhow, there we go. That's the green. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the tomato. And I just like to cut it, you know, in little pieces like that, like half and half. And then I cut it the long way, 2 pieces. And then I just make little squares. Then I turn it around, square, 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 square. Oh my goodness. And then there goes a little bit of color. A little bit of color. And yeah. So I made food last week, right? But I hadn't because I had been out and about. I was traveling and it was so fun because we went to Napa and we went to Lake Tahoe. Yeah. Oops, two. And it was so fun. It was so beautiful. I love the trees and I want to go back because we didn't know, you know, we didn't know where we were. So we didn't know how far to anything, and there's casinos, and not that we like to gamble, but we, you know, there's things to see. It's colorful. There's lights. There's people having fun. They're happy. There's music. They had like a piano contest where 2 people were like doing the pianos and it was just fun. Everybody was there applauding them, and I wanted to stay there, but the older people wanted to go home already. And so we went home because majority rule. And we were there with, oh, let me tell you something funny. So we went with my sister, no, my parents, my cousin's parents, our parents' cousins from Mexico, which is why we were out and about, and they, you know, and my brother, whom is like 20 years younger than me, or more maybe, I don't know, yeah, probably more. Excuse me, and so my youngest sister, whom is, you know, younger than 40 also, and she asked my mom, oh, so who went? And my mom says, oh, well, it was the 6 old people, and then, you know, your sister, your cousin, and your brother. And she goes, what sister? And she goes, well, Susan and Alma. And she goes, oh, so then there was 8 old people and my brother. Just because I have a little bit of white hair doesn't mean I'm old, does it? You know, I follow, or am part of, I don't know if you could be part of, but I follow a lot of the Silver Sisters, and it's a fun thing, because you see all the people. Like, I thought I was the only person that was letting my white hair grow, because not for anything, because I'm lazy, because I don't want to go and spend, I have a lot of hair. So every time I go, it was over 2 hours that you're spending there. And because I have a lot of hair, it's also a lot of money. So it was over 2 hours, over $200. And, you know, you don't want to see your roots. You have to go every, like, twice a month. And I don't have that type of money. And, you know, by that time, I had my kids, so I didn't have that type of time. Before the kids, I did go do my hair a lot. So yeah, but there are some people on Instagram, there's this little girl. I don't think she's even 30, and her hair is like full set of white hair. Like mine is what do they call it? Salt and pepper. It's very white here, but if I let it down, you see my bun is dark. And I cut it for my birthday because it was really dark at the bottom. It was long, and then so light at the top. So I said I'm gonna cut it shorter so the color is more consistent, you know, the same, but it's still darker at the bottom. So for my next birthday, I will cut it again and see how much whiter it looks without the long dark hair. Anywho, look, I'm almost done. How pretty with the apples. Like I said, maybe not Mediterranean anymore, but again, very thin slices of onion. And I'm just gonna do two just for the color. Cut it in the middle, and then we're going to do this. Just so it looks pretty. You can smell the onion. I don't like onion too much, especially if it's not cooked. If it's just here, then yeah. Anyhow, there we go. Two little slices of onion, and then I should have grabbed the. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna wash my hands so I could grab the oregano. Okay, so how much oregano? Fresh oregano. Oh, it's just 1/4 cup fresh oregano, which I do not have, or 1 tablespoon dried oregano. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it over. Just a little bit, so everything has this. There we go. Oregano, and then you throw 1 cup of feta cheese. Okay, this is not 1 cup. It's like less than half of this, but this is a big cup. So I'm just gonna throw all of this on here. And you know what? Maybe I should have turned you around for YouTube, because I posted on Instagram last time, and this is what, like 12 minutes, and it only posts the first minute. So maybe I'll post it on YouTube tomorrow. Anyway, I'll take pictures and post it anyway. But if you're not watching YouTube, Instagram is not going to see this little note at the end. And all this because of live, because they won't let me do lives anymore because I don't have 1,000 followers. So if you're seeing this, go follow me on Instagram because I need followers. So I'm just going to drizzle the cheese on top of this. And look how pretty that looks. That's my salad for today. Mediterranean salad with Mexican cheese and apples. Anywho, I'll take a picture and then post it. Like I said, you'll see 1 minute of me doing this. I forgot, or else I would have talked faster, so more of this could have been in there. But anywho, I will see you next Monday. Hopefully I'll have 1,000 followers soon so I can put it, because it's really fun to me to do the lives and then to see the little people watching and everything. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you try it. I hope you like it, and I'll post the recipe on Instagram so you guys could do the real recipe if that's what you want to try. See you later. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.